spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Panthers' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Quarterback will keep it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. FIU pushing tempo. To the air, it's Pryor. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Working that left side now. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much big third down in the red zone. This is a designed run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the ball for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school, 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Back to pass, it's Burns. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls. Well, I'm not sure who is closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going on that. Nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Throwing right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
FAU ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He finds his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Movement here from the tight end. Running to the left. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Cook. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Burns. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go right back to it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Finds his tight end. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build up.
I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Makes the grab over the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Cook. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quarterback keeps it and tackled there by the defense. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Florida International, 17.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw. It's Cook. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it, using the quick game. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the 1st half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll take it himself. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
FIU set up with another 1st down. The give from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, FIU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Some heat on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Burns. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Wide receiver shows motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds space on the right. Off he goes. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls! This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Here's the handoff. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and
he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. 70s. Drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. 32. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Gonna run it. It's Thompson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Burns. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll try the right side. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll put the tight end in motion. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Panthers are rolling down the field. Touchdown, Panthers. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Looking for block. And the returner is stopped. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Scanning the field, it's Burns. Trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop. Looks as on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Calls his own number. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida International. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Offense with jumbo personnel. On the ground with the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight end getting vertical. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh! Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both for trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Burns. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. They want to throw it. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback. And 35-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
This offense has a second down play. The give to the tailback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A designed run for the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, FIU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
This time it's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
53, Florida Atlantic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback will audible. On the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.